monster? We all go a little mad sometimes.
You won, and I died!
I'm feeling woozy, yeah! They're coming to get you, Barbara.
How's it hanging, Phil?
What's the fun time, bitch?
Come and get it! So either put the gun down now, or kiss your ass goodbye.
Let's get this party started.
I agree, Dana. Let's get this party started. So, welcome back to Sledgehammer Horror, guys. I am Ken Sledge.
And I'm Ashley Sledge.
And let's talk horror. So, we're having some technical difficulties with that horror couple. They'll be back in here in a little bit.
They're gone again.
Their second time being on the channel. The first time being here live. We have the amazing Sam and Brendan of Our Life in Horror. How you doing tonight, guys?
Good. How are you guys?
Good.
We are very good now. So, we just did my first horror movie episode together. But for the people that don't know you guys, can you tell people a little bit about what you guys do over at Our Life in Horror?
Absolutely. So we do movie reviews. We have a podcast, and we've been venturing into the YouTube area with some trailer reviews, short movie reviews, some physical media as well. But mainly we've just been doing the podcast, and we've been posting stuff like that. And we also do interviews with a lot of cool people. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you can find us at Our Life in Horror.
Awesome.
Well, the best thing is people don't have to go far to look for you because your links are right down in the description. So, speaking of technical difficulties, they are back. That horror couple.
It wouldn't be a Sledgehammer for live
without something. Yeah.
Sorry. I gotta return my AOL startup kit. It's not cutting the mustard anymore.
Oh man, the dial-up.
As we're waiting, we're gonna hear "You've got mail."
I think it's time to upgrade. So
yeah,
we're not professional.
No.
Right. So if it makes you feel any better, we're not professional podcasters either.
Wait, we might be.
Oh,
now.
we are now.
We might be. We're over 5,000.
Yes, we are professional now.
There you go.
Hey.
Yo, Ken, you guys had a press tag.
That horror couple. Yeah, you guys have been here a couple times. We'd love to have you, but for people that don't know you, can you tell people a little bit about what you guys do as well?
Yeah, we're that horror couple on YouTube. We do horror movie reviews, horror movie trailer breakdowns. We do like Walking Dead stuff, like the Chucky show, like reviews, stuff like that. Anything horror, we'd like to try to cover and just have a good time.
And we like long walks on the beach and stuff like that.
I would gladly take a long walk on the beach with you, Robbie.
There you go. I want a long walk on the beach too. I love that.
Yeah.
I was waiting for you, like, yeah, you can take a long walk off a short pier.
That's
Real quick, we do want to catch up on the chat. Adrian, hello, my friend.
Hello, Adrian.
Gotta love a good twist ending. We're going to talk about some of those.
Yes.
What's up, everyone? Smash that like button. Hope everyone's having a wonderful night.
Yo,
Happy Thursday.
guys, let's do the twist.
Yeah. Wait, I think that's the mashed potato, isn't it?
No.
Whatever.
Everybody
I'm
do the
dancing. Enjoy it.
That's dancing.
What's up, Ray? How you doing?
Hey, Ray.
That rhymed. Hey, Ray.
Hey, Ray.
What's up, Ryan?
Hey, Ryan.
Love everybody talking to each other. What's up, Paul?
Hey, Paul.
Thanks for coming out, guys.
Yeah, we really appreciate you guys being here. What's up, Louie? How you
Hey,
doing,
Louie.
brother? JT, what's up? From South Australia, thank you so much. From down under, we appreciate you coming up here.
Our Life in Horror draws a crowd, man. We have Australian people coming in.
Hey, what's up, Jordana?
Hey, Jordana.
Hey, Jordana.
If you guys haven't already, please make sure you're following these couples on social media. Please make sure you are subscribing to their podcast, subscribing to their YouTube, giving them 5 stars, giving them awesome reviews, because especially with the podcast, the more of the 5-star reviews they get and the more good reviews they get, it helps to put their podcast out there to more people. So please go out there, help them out. It really means a lot for you guys to go out and even just, like I said, subscribe, hit that like button on all the podcast episodes. It really, really, really does help. Yeah. So I know we said it. This is twist ending, guys. we are going to spoil the movies that we are going to be talking about. Ashley and I purposely didn't put any movies from the last couple of years. There's one that's fairly recent, but overall ours are pretty old. But these are spoilers, guys. So please do not be upset if you're watching this and you get something spoiled. David, good evening.
Well, we'll say what they are first, and then if you don't want to listen to the ending,
just do this.
Just mute. Yeah.
La, la,
Or
la,
do
la,
that.
So we're gonna start off with our honorable mentions. You want to talk about our first honorable mention?
So you can't have a twist ending without Sleepaway Camp. This one, it shocked the hell out of me the first time I watched it. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure you too. It just everything leading up to that finale is like, okay, wow.
And for horror fans, still one of the most iconic moments in all of horror history with the face.
The face and the other parts also.
Yeah, there was a wiener.
There was.
I did notice it was there.
Can we say dick?
I think so.
We're allowed to say dick.
We can say dick.
Yeah.
Dick.
There was a little dingle.
There was a what was I saying earlier?
Dingle.
Oh yeah, dingle.
It was cold. It was cold when they were filming probably outside that night. Shrinkage.
Yeah, right. That was like 8 times the size of mine.
I was like that. Yeah.
Oh.
That was,
Wait, that's small.
I don't know, man.
aw. It's okay. I'm just kidding.
Our other honorable mention, because we made this list together as a couple, and if it was up to me,
This took us a long time because we couldn't agree on where things go, and
I will say that these last 3 are all amazing twists. We just put them lower on the list because we feel like everybody's going to have them, so we wanted to talk about them pretty early.
Yeah.
The other one is Devil. M. Night Shyamalan produced movie. Absolutely love it. I think it's a fantastic movie. And it has the dual twist in it. You get the twist of who the devil is and the I'm so sorry twist. And
which I was actually more shocked about the I'm so sorry than
Absolutely.
About who was actually the devil in the elevator.
Right. But when he grabbed that walkie and he gave the revelation,
and it's still like
I was never caught.
Like I don't know, like you want to feel bad for him, but you don't at the same time. Like
I killed a woman and her son on Bethlehem Pike 5 years ago.
Yeah.
The dude's like, what? It was you? And then the way that the one security guard looks over at the detective, like,
like you were put here for a reason.
Like I thought I told you that.
And I love how the beginning, like everything is upside down.
Yes.
And then at the end, how everything goes back
to the right side.
Yeah.
So the devil's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for us, our honorable mentions are Sleepaway Camp and Devil. What about you guys, Sam and Brendan?
We just put one down last minute.
Yep.
I put down Cry Wolf. I haven't seen it in a while, but it stuck out to me when I was in high school and I was watching that movie. Yeah, I like it too. I think we watched it together a few years ago, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just remember after watching it in high school, like I was always talking to people about it, but don't know if it's like a top-notch twist or anything, but it's a decent honorable mention, I guess.
Yeah.
It still works.
That was a great pick.
I feel like if you didn't catch the twist early on, then it's a decent twist.
Yeah, that's how we feel. Like we're not trying to go down a rabbit hole of like this is the twistiest twist of all the twists of all of Twister.
Like if I'm not calling this and like I'm actually surprised, like that's what I look for in a movie.
So, good. Do you guys? Was that the only honorable mention you had?
Yeah, we just had the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That works. Rob and Kaylee, what do you guys have for honorable mentions?
We got 2.
We have 2.
The first one's yours, second one's kind of mine. So.
The first one, I did Don't Breathe, because that one was kind of like out there with the man actually being really crazy and hiding a woman, spoiler alert, in his basement. That was pretty gnarly. So I had to put that on there because that's a newer one that kind of has a crazy type disturbing twist in it.
Well, there was a turkey baster.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Wow.
Yeah.
You feel bad for the guy until that. Like,
yeah.
Too bad. Like they're going into his house, they're trying to steal his money, and then you see what kind of person he is, and then you're like, oh, he's not a good person.
Yeah. Gross.
He was a blind badass though, just kicking everybody's ass. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yes.
Other than the other stuff,
they really picked the wrong house to rob. Then the one I really thought this was clever, and I thought that this was a twist for the fan. Most of all, the My Bloody Valentine remake, where they flipped the ending, where Axel and Tom was the killer, not Axel.
Mm-hmm.
So in 2009 when I went into the theater I was a fan of My Bloody Valentine. I wanted to go see it, and I'm like, all right, I know how it's gonna end. And they flipped who was the killer, and I was like, they did that for the fans. That was like they did that just for the fans. I was like, that is really cool. So
Yeah.
I thought that was a good twist, just for people that had the movie memorized to flip it like that. I'm like, okay.
Fantastic remake too.
I love both.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It was very good.
It's
Yeah.
really fun.
That's one of the ones where you can really love the OG and love the remake for two completely different reasons, and they're both fantastic films. So
We got some Tom Atkins too.
Yeah.
yeah. The jaw rip, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was nuts.
That was awesome. Roman Empire says so. Basically, all of M. Night's filmography.
Pretty much.
I think we only had 1, 2. Yeah, okay. I guess we got 2 M. Nights on here.
I'm just gonna IMDb him and just go down the list.
You're right. Honorable mentions: Get Out and Devil, one of the best twists of all time. Don't bother me by the time I watch a new movie. Oh,
Yeah.
spoilers don't bother. Now I see what you're saying. Can they do a sleepaway? No.
I don't think they can. I mean, they could, but they couldn't. I don't think it would have the same impact. I don't think they.
I just don't think that the representation would be right. You know, because if you really think about it, Aunt Martha's kind of the villain in that movie.
Absolutely.
Like she forces that, the little boy to become
Be a girl,
Angela.
Yeah.
Oh, and that voice too, Angela.
Yeah. And I mean, really, like you think about it, like
That won't do. Don't do it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's really upsetting too, because like, people that are trans or non-binary, it's confusing enough,
Yeah.
trying to figure out who you are, and to have somebody force that onto you. It's a dark shit, especially even by today's standards, let alone back then. Even by today's standards, like, that's really dark shit. So I don't think they could. Hey, look, we got a dingle right here.
Yeah.
She's been calling the dongle a dingle all day long.
I was like, do you want my dingle?
Why every fall ends up with bad taste? Like I have a sleep we can't Paul. Dude, I'm telling you, if there's a movie with a Kenny, he's dead. Kenny's never survive.
You killed Kenny.
Yeah. You
What's up, Michael?
Hey, Michael.
Yes, Trap looks really good. We just dropped our trailer reaction for it. We're very excited for that.
Oh, we just watched it earlier. You guys did awesome.
Thank
that was
you.
like a good movie, yeah.
I'm very excited. I
agree with
bigger
Ashley.
twist.
I know it's probably gonna have a good twist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the
That can't
twist
be-
is he told
There's
us
something
to
going on there.
Mm-hmm.
You never know.
I love Devil. Thank you for rewatching it. Love the movie. Was surprisingly good. I wasn't exactly because it all takes place inside of an elevator shaft, essentially. Thank you, Charles. I love the twist in High Tension Switchblade Romance.
Me too. I love that one.
We got our first donation, guys. You know what that means.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
You didn't. You don't like the twist in
I don't.
Switchblade.
I don't.
I don't either.
I honestly, I like it. Like I know it doesn't make sense, but like
We actually just rewatched this for an In Defense of episode. And
yeah, we did.
I was just like, maybe I'll like it more now. Because I'd only seen it the one time.
I think it's super like on the edge of your seat the entire time. Like
I don't know. It is. I will give you this, Charles. It's one of the most divisive twists in all of cinema.
I feel like either people
I've
hate it or
never-
either people love it.
I've
Nobody
never heard
like,
someone say it's okay.
Yeah, no one's like, it's all right.
Yeah, they're either like, that twist is great, or fuck that twist. That was stupid. So,
I gotta
Friday
rewatch
Fucking
that.
Part 5. See, I still listen, David. Let me break it down for you. That's still a Jason movie to me. Like, it's
Oh, yeah.
totally Jason up until the last couple minutes. The Roy Burns stuff,
It's
whatever.
not Jason.
It's Jason.
It's
okay.
Roy Burns.
I thought the kills in 5 were awesome. They had like top-notch kills.
Yeah. I rewatched Marrowbone today. I don't remember Marrowbone.
Marrowbone. I don't
I
know.
don't remember that one. Definitely a fun watch. I like your hair. I don't know which one of us you're talking to, but thank you from all six. Got that one high on my list, Charles. High Tension is good. All right, so now we are up to our actual number 10, and that will be Sam and Brendan starting us off.
Oh, okay.
You want to go?
Sure. So our number 10, should I say it was going to be Sleepaway Camp?
It was. We know the twist for that ending, and we love Felissa Rose. We haven't actually seen the movie.
Yep.
So we quickly scratched it off when you guys mentioned it, and we threw in something else.
We threw in Orphan First Kill.
Okay.
Good twist.
Yeah.
I thought, like, I didn't expect it to be able to live up to the first one because that twist is like insane. But I actually thought it was a pretty good twist. Like I wasn't expecting it.
For a movie series that had already ruined its twist with the first movie and now coming out with a sequel, 10 years later, how do you keep that idea fresh? And they totally nailed it. When they revealed the twist in this movie, I was mind blown. And then I was edge of my seat watching the movie for the rest of it to see how, what's her name again? Esther could essentially defeat this adopted family that she had been brought into.
It was, I was very happy with the twist.
I didn't expect the twist at all, to be honest, because it was a prequel. So
Right.
it's like, what could they,
I'm gonna be
how could they
100%.
punish? How could they punish?
How could they honestly?
How could they honestly? How could they? But they did. They did.
I actually like the twist from First Kill more than the original
Really?
twist. I do. I really do. And I think the first twist is great, but when you get the twist in First Kill, because I think you weren't expecting a twist in Orphan First Kill. Like,
yeah. So
at all.
It
So when you get
enhances
that-
it so much more. With
And Matthew Finland kills that role.
yeah.
He was really, really
and
good in that
and
role.
just the twist is so dark. Like it's a very dark twist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good call on that one, guys.
Yeah.
What about you, Robin? Kaylee, what's your number 10?
Our number 10 is You're Next. Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen the movie. Essentially, it's like about a family out in the middle of nowhere on is it Thanksgiving, or it seems like Thanksgiving?
It's some family gathering.
And
some family
they
gathering.
start dying off, and we find out it's actually two of the sons that are plotting their parents and other siblings' murder. So
Yeah.
that was the first time I watched it. I was like, "What?" So it was a big twist to me.
The kids want their inheritance, those greedy bastards.
Yeah.
And great cast too. Johnny Vincent. We got
I liked her too. I forget the guy.
the hot blonde. Barbara Crampton.
Oh yeah, she's in that too.
Barbara Crampton. Johnny Vincent. We got the bartender from Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot. There's a lot of good. The cast is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you meant 7 o'clock in the morning.
I just figured she's a raving alcoholic.
Raging alcoholic. Wait a minute. What if she meant 10 o'clock at night?
I love it. He's like, you think?
So I love that movie.
So good.
It's the best comedy ever made.
Yeah, I'll put it up in my top 5.
Oh yeah.
Number 10 for us, which is probably the best twist on our list, but we put it a little lower just because, again, I'm sure it's going to be talked about a lot tonight.
Do you want me to say it?
I do.
It's Saw. You all know, you watch this movie the entire time. There's this dead man in the middle of the room, and then he stands up, he's alive, and it goes through the series of everything that you missed throughout the whole thing, and just the music. Yeah. And just the theater experience that we had with this movie was
good.
like everybody was just
So
in
good.
awe. And I mean,
To this day, I don't think we've had anything. I can't think of the last movie where my jaw dropped at a twist like it did with Saw. Even with the rest of our list, like nothing really made me go,
yeah.
"What?"
And it's like, you missed this and you missed this, and it was right under your nose the whole time.
Yeah,
if
you
you
go
would have
back
just
and-
paid attention.
You go back and rewatch it, and it's all right in front of your face
Yeah.
the whole time. So, our number 10 is Saw. So we'll catch up on the chat real quick right before we go into our number 9. Nathan agrees.
Great minds think alike.
Piranha 3D. And we've never seen that. Have you seen Piranha 3D?
I feel like I have.
I've watched it.
I think it was like the 80s Piranha.
I think I've seen all of
Is there a
them.
twist in Piranha?
I don't remember a twist in Piranha.
It's not really a piranha.
Yeah, it's not a.
It's a
Russell
stingray.
Dorsey.
Russell agrees with Sleepaway Camp. Marrowbone has Anya Taylor-Joy about siblings living away from town. Mia Goth is also in it. I remember hearing about this. I'm going to have to check Marrowbone out. I've never seen it. I forgot You're Next, Kate. We got a sequel coming for that, too. But First Kill had a great twist as well. Double Feature Podcast is here. There they are.
Hey, ladies.
What's up, guys?
Hey! Great people.
Yes, the best.
We love them.
The Hills Have Eyes remake. We walked out of that.
The Hills Have Eyes remake?
During
Walked out?
the sexual assault scene in the
No.
camper.
It's
Yeah.
hard to watch. I can't.
It is.
I walked out. I was like, nope.
I
See
enjoy
you
that
guys.
movie too much.
The Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah.
Some more high tension.
I have to rewatch High Tension. I haven't seen it in years.
I've never seen it.
I would like to see a prequel to Cabin in the Woods and see like someone that actually won. I would like to see how that would go.
Well, I mean, all the people previous to are
They won.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
had to have won.
I always thought the first Insidious had a good one since I never seen the trailers or anything. Twist being kid haunted.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah, me too. Me too. Hey, what's up, Troy?
Hey, Troy.
Thanks for stopping in.
Going on.
The twist was the piranha being babies while parents are still out there.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. No one lives. When driver climbs out of the guy's body. Craig, Sinister Screen Podcast. Great show, guys. Hey, thanks for stopping in.
Hey, Craig.
So now we are up to number 9, and that will be that horror couple starting us off.
Take it,
I
Kaylee.
have Get Out for number 9 because I just think it's I didn't see the twist coming when I watched the movie in theaters for the first time. I was pretty shocked. And I think it's like one of the better like newer horror films that we've gotten, in the past like decades. So I definitely had to put Get Out on the list.
Yeah, absolutely.
That
T.S.
movie,
Motherfucking A.
that movie scared the shit out of me.
Well, the sunken place, that's just like a
Dude,
very scary.
The whole
like,
time I
thought.
watched it, I'm like, something's going on here. Something's
Yeah.
weird. I'm like, they're just talking weird. They're acting weird. Something's going on.
You knew
And-
something was happening. Yeah.
It had nothing to do with what I thought. I was like,
Yeah.
this went somewhere else entirely. So,
Mhm.
Very dark. It went very dark.
It
That's-
did, yeah.
and we went to Monster Mania, and there was a panel with John Carpenter, and he said that like, what did he say? That he really liked
He really,
Get Out.
really liked Get Out.
He
yeah.
said I was really impressed with Get Out, and
Mhm.
I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like,
I mean, I agree. The sunken place rocked me.
How scary would it be just to like have someone else controlling you and
But
you're
you're
just like
seeing it.
looking up at yourself, but you can't control anything? Like that's terrifying.
Yeah. But I love that moment though, where she's like, "These keys, I can't get
Yeah.
these." Right? And you're just like, "No!"
For a second, I feel like you were rooting that maybe she wasn't,
Mhm.
involved in it, and then
I like when the guy's friend went to the police and tried to explain what he thought was going on. That was great. He's like, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. He's like,
yeah.
Have you guys seen the twist? Have you guys seen the alternate ending?
no.
Yeah.
I
So
don't
the
know if I
alternate
have.
ending, Chris
Hmm?
kills her, and it's the police that roll up, and he gets arrested, and then T.S. motherfucking A is visiting him in prison, and he's like,
Yeah.
"I'm fine being here for the rest of my life. They can't hurt nobody anymore."
Which,
And you're like,
Yeah.
"That's so fucked up."
which honestly, when the police pulled
When you
up,
see the police,
when you
yeah,
see them, that's kind of where my brain went.
I was like, "Oh fuck."
yeah, like honestly, like,
But then you get T.S. motherfucking A,
Yeah.
and they handle shit.
and they do handle shit. So
Oh,
I like the ending we got.
I love it. That. The other ending is too real.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
You know what I mean? Like that's too real and disgusting, and yeah, that makes me sad. So you want to talk about our number 9?
Yes.
This is a horror movie.
This is definitely a horror movie. I think I argue about this a lot. It's What Lies Beneath, and when you find out like what he was up to and what he did, he's just a despicable, disgusting.
And it's Harrison Ford.
Yeah, and he.
Han Solo?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you guys seen What Lies Beneath?
I don't
Yep.
think I
seen
have.
bits and pieces on TV.
I don't think
This
you have
movie
either.
is so fucking dope.
It honestly, I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. Like everything that you think she's seeing, like is she crazy? Like what's really going on here? And you find out that it's him. Like he is this
they haven't seen
despicable, disgusting. Well, oh yeah, sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
No, but,
I-
like, the thing about the movie
It's not
is,
him.
right.
She's she's going
It's-
crazy.
it's Michelle Pfeiffer. It's Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
It's directed by Robert Zemeckis, the guy that did Back to the Future, and he even says like, "This is my Psycho," and there are so many
Yeah.
comparisons between this and Psycho. Like there's a bathtub scene in this movie, not a shower scene, a bathtub scene. There's a lot of the Psycho-like shots.
Mhm.
Like it's very, very Psycho-esque, and I cannot recommend this movie enough.
And just like the
I gotta check it out.
like neighbor thing, like
Everything about this movie, like it's a
she's-
great twist.
She's peeking on her neighbor.
And he does the
and she's watching him, and then all of a sudden, she's like, but she loses him for a second, and then he's like watching her. Yeah, I poop my pants. Like that's weird. Yeah,
it's such a good movie. Our
And
neighbor
that should be
killed
the
his wife.
thumbnail for this.
Well,
Your
'cause
face
the
should be
whole the first 2 acts of the movie take you in one direction.
yeah.
And then like the third act is just like, and you're just like, what? It's just twist after twist after twist in the third act. So yeah, our number 9, What Lies Beneath. If you guys check it out, please let us know. Or if you don't feel like watching the whole movie, just watch our Didn't See It Coming episode on that. You can find that in our Didn't See That Coming playlist on our page. Check that out if you guys haven't seen it yet.
Nice plug. That was all.
So Our Life in Horror, what's your guys' number 9?
So we got Good Night Mommy, the original, not the Amazon remake.
Yeah, I haven't
Both
seen the
are great,
remake.
honestly, I like the American remake. Like I know a lot of people don't. I liked it, but Good Night Mommy, good choice.
Was the remake like beat for beat of the original, or
It had a couple little differences.
And the twist was a little different too.
Oh.
What do you mean? No, it wasn't.
No.
The little boys, how it was.
Yeah, no, that part, but like the ending,
Oh, the
like them being all, yeah.
yeah, the ending's a little different. Not the twist isn't different.
Not
the twist is the same.
The ending.
The ending is different.
Okay, because I did start watching the remake, and I made it about maybe 10 minutes in, and I was like, this is pretty much shot for shot. Like, I don't need to watch this.
Yeah.
They do change it up, but the twist part is the same. I think the twist part, the reveal of the twist, is much better in the original.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, because I started picking up on it. Like, throughout the whole movie, you don't even realize that the mom is just talking to one son, because everything is almost so vague. And I loved it. By the end of it, I was like, oh my God, his brother was dead. And they don't give you, like, you have to rewatch the whole movie if you want to go back and notice these little things, these little details of the mom talking to the child.
The other thing is, in the American remake, you get exactly how the brother died.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not vague like it is in the original.
Yeah, but
In the remake, it is cut and dry. This is how the brother died.
Okay. I might have to watch that.
Yeah. That's the other part that's different in the remake, because
Yeah.
there's not that ambiguity of did he drown? What's up with the lake? There's there's not that ambiguity of what happened. You know, that's what happened. That's it. That's a wrap. So,
Okay.
good choice. If you guys do finish the American one, please let us know what you think, because we like them both a lot.
yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Down. I've never seen it.
Okay.
I'm
We're
writing it
writing
down.
it down.
Yeah, I've never seen
That's
It's
it.
good.
It's a really
Very
good watch. The kids are
What
insanely creepy, and the mom is just
got what
terrifying.
Lies Beneath 2 we're putting down. So.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either.
Damn, all these couples feels like date night. We're about to have a date night in a little bit.
Yeah.
Our Abigail review will be up at midnight.
Oh, I'm jealous.
We're seeing it tomorrow.
Insidious Chapter 2. Hey, the best one in the franchise.
It's good. It's good.
The others, Cobweb.
Others.
Great twist in Cobweb.
Yeah,
It
I
must
love
be
thinking
Seen
that.
that.
In the Mouth of Madness.
Like-
Oh, you guys haven't seen Cobweb?
Not yet.
No,
No,
not
we
yet.
want to.
It's
That
so
was my
good.
favorite movie of last year.
It was my.
I
favorite.
actually, everyone was raving about it, and then I completely forgot about it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think you
Yeah,
guys like
the twist is crazy,
Yep.
and
Okay.
it feels very like Halloweeny, and I love that. Like,
I thought of you, Ashley, because it's very people under the stairs, I thought.
Yeah.
the mom and dad, yes.
Yeah.
I have my people under the stairs shirt on.
Oh, I love it. That's awesome.
That's your house.
Yeah.
That's your movie.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
That might be the best twist in all of cinema history, even though it's not horror.
I
Fight Club,
said that,
Fight Club.
but it didn't make it on a-
there's
Yeah.
more elements for sure,
In that.
but
He
that's
wanted
my
to
favorite
put
twist
that
of all
on.
time.
I wanted to mention it, but I was like, it's not a horror movie. But
Yeah.
oh man, what
yeah,
a great
there
film! What a great film, though. Oh my
is.
god.
Mhm.
Oh, amazing film. What's up, brother?
Hi.
Great choice, Ashley, with What Lies Beneath.
Thank you.
That horror couple, that doesn't matter. Does not matter.
What the
Neither are
fuck
we.
was that?
Yeah.
What's up, everyone? Don't forget to roundhouse kick that like button. What Lies Beneath is a good Michelle Pfeiffer. Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer's so good in that movie. Haven't seen What Lies Beneath since the theater. Yes, it is time for a rewatch, Troy. Yeah, he is. He's casually just talking to the dog.
I know. He's very like uncanny.
I love the fact that you're here, Cody. Thank you. I wasn't a big fan of Us. I wasn't the first watch. I was the second go round. So now we're up to number 8. Do you want to give our number 8?
Yes, our number 8. This movie I feel like is very underrated. And I think it's because it came out around the same time that Saw came out, and it is Dead Silence. When you figure out like what Mary Shaw is and what she's done to like the family, it's very creepy, and I don't know, I love that movie a lot. Like it scared the crap out of us. Like we had to watch, or we had to play the South Park game after we were like house watching. I feel like I was still in high school when this came out, and we were house sitting for his dad.
My dad.
And I was like, we're like out in the middle of nowhere, and it scared the shit out of me. And I still love that movie today. So
yeah, me too. I think that it's so underrated because people look at it and they see a doll. You know what I mean? They see a doll and they're like, oh, here we go. It's a doll movie. And it's like, no, it's not. It is not a doll movie at all. Like it just really is not.
I mean, it's like a puppeteer.
But it's not like a Chucky, Megan, evil doll movie. No. Like it's so much more than that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Mary Shaw, she's an underrated villain. Honestly. So.
All right. Our Life in Horror. Do you want to give us your number 8?
Yeah. We went with April Fool's Day, the original though, for sure.
Right.
The remake was really bad. I think we watched it, right?
We did. I don't think we finished it.
No, I didn't like it at all.
The remake is Ash and I did a Versus episode on April Fool's Day, and the remake the whole time we were like,
honestly, I couldn't wait for it to be over.
Yeah, it sucked.
Like that movie.
It was really boring.
They just used the title, right? It had nothing to do with the original movie.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it had like they pranked each other, but it was like, or there was like pranks, but they were like really mean-hearted. Like
yeah. And then it ended up like so he could get the money and he killed his sister. Yeah. And it wasn't like the original where it was amazing.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I was shocked by that ending to find out they were all alive.
Yeah, and it's so much fun to watch all these characters. Like these characters were a blast to hang out with throughout the whole movie, and it's fun the whole time. And then by the end of it, you're blown away because I don't know any other movie at the time that was probably doing such a random twist in something that was supposed to be such a cut and paste by numbers slasher movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked. It worked so well. And when you get the like even the practical effects and stuff, you're like, how are they able
like to have everybody's heads
that?
Like she had their heads like perfectly, you know, like the mold of their heads.
They're all symmetrical, like identical. So
like how did
she hired Tom
get that done before they all got there?
Right.
She was like taking measurements of their head and stuff while they were sleeping.
Like a little CT scan thing, like put it all on there. All right, that horror couple. What's your number 8?
Our number 8, I consider it horror, but I think it might be like a mainstream thriller, but it don't matter because The Sixth Sense was crazy and there was a hell of a twist and it got everybody talking. It really shocked a lot of people. And the twist in that movie is that the psychiatrist is Bruce Willis. No, it was crazy though. I thought that was an awesome movie, and
I watched it for the first time. Like, a couple
Kate never
years ago,
saw
like
it.
2 years ago, that was the first time I watched it. Yeah, I'd never seen it before.
Yeah,
it was good.
I said to her, "You never saw Sixth Sense?" I was like, "I can't even talk to you about the movie unless you watch it first."
I've never seen it. I enjoyed it though. I didn't really see the twist, so I thought it was good.
It's a horror movie, right? I think it's a horror.
100%.
Yeah.
100% a horror.
The movie scared the crap out of me as a kid.
Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah.
I'll show you where my dad keeps his gun.
That part in Misha when she's
Barton,
when she's little and she's like vomiting.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! And then you find out like what the mom was really doing to her, and I just like your heart breaks for that dad when he like watches that video.
Not only that, but like when they throw him in the closet and he's screaming, trying to get out of like that closet upstairs, and then Toni Collette, she's up there trying to get that door open.
She's the best horror mom ever.
Yeah. So. No, yeah, and we will revisit that movie in a little bit, I promise. But until then, let's catch up on the chat.
Maybe let's not give stuff away. This is supposed to be twists.
Okay, here's the twist. We'll talk about that movie again. Yes, we'll be seeing it tonight. Hope you guys love it. The Autopsy of Jane Doe.
That's a good one.
Oh,
very
nice.
Finally got himself some. I know. He got me.
I got her a black phone,
that
and I
one,
got me Barbarian.
Yeah, but I can't find my black phone shirt.
Yeah.
I know I just folded it, but I don't know where it went.
Can't go wrong with a classic. Russell says Saw. The Collector's. Oh my gosh, I really, really want another one of those movies. I love The Collector.
I do. Yeah.
What were we supposed to get? It was like a mix of the collection.
It was The Collected.
Yeah, but I feel like it was supposed to be like a
Crossover?
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Okay.
Scrappy Doo is the puppet master the whole time. Love that movie. Love it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I love that too.
Extremely underrated when I was a kid. I absolutely remember hating Dead Silence. Don't remember why, but now it's great. Absolutely.
Oh, I love Dead Silence.
I know. I'm so bummed. I want that movie so bad. Influencer has a good twist. The reason Dead Silence didn't do good because everyone thought it was going to be a Chucky or Annabelle movie. Exactly, and it wasn't. It was bigger than that. Hey, what's up, Josh?
Hey.
How you doing, buddy? Remakes are supposed to be different and not an exact shot for shot, but as long as they keep the same tone. To me, it's just like, I don't mind a shot for shot remake if you're doing, like I said, like a foreign film to an American film.
Yeah.
But you got to change up a little something. It has some type of originality. Yeah, Psycho.
I don't know. I like it when they like take the bones and then make it their own.
Right.
Like I don't want it shot by shot.
Sinister, don't move out too late. I love that twist. Thank you. We actually got it. If you check out our Astronomicon video, we interview the person that we got it from.
Yeah.
And all their stuff is in the video, so you can check it out. They have an amazing merch store in Chicago.
Chicago. It's awesome.
For the first time, I was like, damn, Mary Shaw was pretty. That was a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Dynamite?
Yeah.
Hey, better late than never. Appreciate you coming in. Same.
I wonder if we'll ever get it.
I hope so. All right, guys. So now we are going to go to our number 7, and that will be Our Life in Horror starting us off.
Yep.
Ours was just talked about.
Yep. Speaking of the Sixth Sense.
Yeah, Sixth Sense.
Oh, nice. I'm not alone.
No.
I'm like, should that be on the list? I don't know. Is it? I didn't know if it was a straight up horror or not. But
It's a horror. It's on the list.
Yeah.
For sure.
And it's just, God, I'm so like, because that movie got spoiled for me.
oh no.
Like, I knew the twist.
I didn't know the twist, and it scared me as a kid.
I mean, like, I wish I could have gone into that movie blind, but knowing the whole time.
You should have, yeah.
Well, it's not like I had a choice. Joe and Jason Barber told me.
Oh, you guys are dicks.
Yeah, we were working. I'll never forget. We used to have, because we have this big fair in our hometown, the Lenawee County Fair, and we were doing like community service with all these people, like so we could earn money to go to the fair. And they're like, "Yeah, in that movie, The Sixth Sense, Bruce Willis is dead." And I was like, "Dicks, I haven't seen it." Like, damn it, you know what I mean? Like, fuck. So
No, it was one of those movies though, like where after I saw the twist, I had to like rewatch the film to see if it made sense. I'm like, wait a minute, because I remember seeing Bruce Willis's character with his mother, and I thought they were talking, but when I rewatched it, they weren't even talking. He was just like sitting there with her. So
Yeah.
it was one of those things like you have to rewatch it and like be like, okay, that makes sense.
I just thought that she was like really mad at him. Like she just wanted nothing to do with him.
Yeah.
And like Donnie Wahlberg,
at the beginning of the movie,
I didn't even know it was
didn't
him
even recognize
for
it was
the
him.
longest time. And then I'm like, oh my God, he looks so
when
like,
we didn't see that coming on The Sixth Sense, we were like, who is that guy? We looked at that's fucking Donnie Wahlberg.
He like definitely got into character. Like he was super skinny and like frail, and
that's a new kid on the block right there. Holy shit.
I thought his wife just wasn't talking. I thought his wife just wasn't talking to him, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Kaylee go days without talking sometimes. So I just thought it was kind of normal.
That's Ashley. Well, I don't want you guys to not talk. I want you guys to talk. And while you're talking, I want you to give us your number 7.
Well,
Number 7.
It's a good segue.
We picked The Orphan because I know that the first kill has been mentioned. That one was a really, really, really good twist. Like for a prequel, I really enjoyed that one. But we put the first one on here, the orphan, how the twist at the end, how she's actually a grown woman. I thought that was pretty insane. So I thought it, needed to be on the list.
That was wild.
Yeah.
I remember being like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, I remember because I was so fucking uncomfortable.
Yeah.
When she was with Skarsgård. I can't remember his name in the movie, but when she's like talking to him and like rubbing his leg, I was like, oh my god, this is a little girl. What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That was awesome.
It was bad. It was fucking gnarly. So Ashley had to go do something with our daughter real quick. I'm gonna catch up on the chat real quick, and then we'll give our number 7, and we'll go right into that horror couples number 6 after that. The 2021 Wrong Turn had a twist ending, and that's my favorite Wrong Turn movie, was the 2021 retelling of that movie. Yeah, right. We're all Scrappy Doo fans. Come on, Paul. You know better than that. Number 7 is Identity.
Oh, that's a good one.
I don't
Good
know that one.
choice. It's a damn good choice. Number 7, Skeleton Key. Malignant. Love Malignant.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
Me and actually watched it like
forgot.
3 times in the same weekend.
It was good.
Split. To visit with the grandparents not being the grandparents.
Oh, that twist, that gave me chills when
Yeah.
she turns the laptop
That's
around
not
and
your
she's like,
grandparents.
those aren't your grandparents. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
no way.
The
They've
miss.
been with these strangers the entire time.
Yeah. So I want to piggyback off something. You want to give our number 7, babe?
Our number 7 is Identity. And that, it's just like the ending where because you think,
Horrors don't get a second chance.
you think that this little boy was like blown up in the the car when the car blows up, and then when you find out that he's actually his evil personality and he takes out that cop at the
Yeah.
end, I was like, and she like digs out the was it number 7
No, number 1.
or number 1 because he was
With the
number
room
1.
key.
Yeah.
I want you. She's singing Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
She pulls out that room key.
You think that the good personality got away and he's gonna go be in the psych ward and everything is gonna be okay, and
Yeah.
then that happens.
So yeah, it's one of those things where you get to the point to where you're happy.
Yeah, because he got rid of the bad personality and he's gonna be okay.
Right.
And John Cusack in that movie,
Phenomenal.
he did so good.
Well,
All of them did.
You even had the
honestly.
twist of the fact that Ray Liotta wasn't a cop. Like that
Right.
was the first twist.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, oh fuck, he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
You know, so there's so many good parts of that movie. So yeah, so we already I caught up on the chat
Okay.
while you were gone. So now that horror couple, you want to give us your number 6?
Go, Kaylee.
Our number 6 is Scream, the original Scream, the killer reveal being Billy and Stu.
Yeah.
Because the first time I watched that movie, I was very, very shocked that it was her boyfriend.
No, and just the fact that we had 2 killers, I think that was a twist too. I mean, I don't remember that being done before that too often. So,
Yeah.
and then the whole like thing, he's like, do we need a motive? That whole like movie inside a movie type thing they did, I thought was pretty genius. And
Yeah.
And the fact that we just watched Billy die.
Yeah, we watched him
Yeah.
get stabbed by Ghostface. So when
Yeah.
he's like, what does he say it is?
Fuck,
Ketchup.
the psycho
Corn
line.
syrup.
Corn syrup. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like they use for pig blood and carry.
Yes.
What's he say though when he turns around? Oh, we all go a
We
little
all
mad.
go a
son.
little mad
Yeah.
sometimes. Yeah.
my mom's gonna be so mad at me.
That's such a great moment.
Mhm.
And we often forget because Scream has become such an iconic film, how great that first twist was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We just watched Billy die. That boy was dead. And now he comes, you know what I mean? Like, we're like, yes, he's okay. And then, we all
Yes,
go a
he's
little mad.
okay.
Well, at first you're happy.
Right.
You know, like, yes, he didn't die. And then he turns around and shoots Jamie Kennedy. And you're like, you mother. So we're not going to go too deep into our number 6 because we're the third couple to bring it up. And it's The Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
Oh nice. I didn't even know
You
that.
have to
I was
have it
like,
on
you
your
got
list.
You got to have it.
The whole-
Iconic twist.
I see dead people. It's crazy. But I feel like the twist takes away from like the rest of the movie.
Yeah, for a
Because
long
it's
time.
So like the twist is so crazy and like you didn't see it coming, and then you forget
How
about
great the movie
like
is.
how emotional this whole entire movie is.
That for a long time, I would always tell people like, I hate the twist in this movie, and it wasn't because the twist was bad,
Because it was so
because
good.
it was so good.
It takes away
It
from
took away from how
everything
great
else.
the rest of the movie
And
is.
the part where he like finally tells his mom
About
and then
grandma.
he says grandma really does visit me. Like I freaking bawl at that part. That's
We cried in our didn't see that coming when we were trying to
we couldn't
talk
even
about
get
that
through
part.
it just because is she proud of me?
Do I make
Yeah.
her proud? And
Yes.
he's like, oh,
It's
Tony Collette, stop. I love you. I don't want you to be sad.
so sad. Yeah.
So like I said, we won't go too much, but The Sixth Sense is our number 6 as well. Our Life in Horror, what's your number 6?
We have 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Oh.
Yes, which I think is just a sequel twist all in itself, because you go from a monster movie to an isolated captivity movie with John Goodman, just incredible actor, Mary Elizabeth Winstead as well. And you're never quite sure if John Goodman is being honest.
Yeah. I was on the edge of my seat that entire movie.
Oh, the entire time. It's so excellently shot. There's this back and forth between, I believe his name is Evan, John Goodman, and Mary Elizabeth Winstead. And I've seen this whole breakdown on the camera shots of like how they told the story and how it sucks you in. And it's just incredible to watch. But the tension throughout that scene is just, it's just so great. And then he ends up in the bucket essentially. And then by the end of the movie, you realize he's not lying. There is something going on up on the ground level here, and she makes her choice to go and fight instead of run away, which she has always done. Right.
Right. Yeah.
Great movie
like,
too.
She has like
she's literally at the fork in the road.
And it's like Cloverfield Lane or go the other way. Yeah.
Fantastic, underrated movie as well.
That is
very underrated.
That's another one where it's in like one area, but it still keeps your attention the entire
John
time.
Goodman is fantastic in that movie.
He's good. He's a good actor.
Like he's just phenomenal in that movie. So
yeah.
We'll catch up on the chat now real quick before we get to our number 5 halfway point. Rest in peace, Ray Liotta. That guy is so great. Got some more high tension.
Thank you.
Midnight Meat Train. You want to talk about a movie that doesn't get enough attention? Midnight Meat Train is a fucked up movie, man.
That movie was pretty rad. I remember that one.
Yeah.
Got the most Scream.
Bless you.
I remember seeing Scream in the theaters in high school. That Republica song. Psycho. Scream did win me over with a twist. Cabin in the Woods.
Scream made horror cool.
Yep.
Like horror was never cool until Scream came out.
Right. Well, I mean, throughout the 90s.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I always say this, but I was weird. Like I was the weird one because I liked horror. Well, I still am weird, but that's okay because I own it. Okay. I own my weirdness.
That part was so terrible when the father sees the tape.
Oh, I know. It's horrible. And he just looks at her like you
you bitch. Hey.
Hi.
What's up, sweetie? It was very good. Split being a sequel to a movie that I freaked out in the theater.
He did. And nobody else.
Nobody in the theater knew.
Like what? Like what's this?
When he turned around, he's like, they called him Mr. Glass. I was like, no way! Shut the fuck up!
Yeah.
Oh my god! Holy shit! Because Unbreakable is my favorite Shyamalan film, and so like to see that twist happen in that movie, I got little goosebumps right now. Like the whole theater, like nobody else, and I was just like freaking out. I was like,
they just thought you were.
Yeah,
I
like,
don't know.
What's wrong with that guy?
Like, we get it, buddy.
The twist at the end of The Ring. She never sleeps, Rachel.
Yeah, that was, and like what you had to do to like get rid of it. Like, we have to show you this tape really quick.
Right. Scream was sexy. It really was.
We were just talking about that the other day. How if that ever happened, we would just like show it to bad people. Like, come here, we got.
Yeah, if I watch The Ring, because my brother's a cop. I'd be like, hey, I know you know some guys in prison that I got to show this tape
like
to.
A really bad person.
You find me some child molester.
Yeah.
I'll take care of him. Can I talk about number 5? Because this is one of my favorite movies of the last 10 years.
You absolutely can.
Number 5, again, a movie I fucking love, The Night House. I love this movie.
Yeah.
Love this movie.
We're writing it down.
And this movie is so beautiful.
This movie has, because again, people that watch the channel, people that know me, I don't like jump scares. It's not that they annoy me more than anything.
It's because they scare him.
This movie had at least 2 jump scares where I was like, well done. Well fucking done. That was great. And then the twist of why
He did what he did.
he did what he did. Have you guys all seen The Night House?
We have,
yeah.
yeah, but
We
I don't
have.
really remember
I
how it ended.
I'm not spoiling it. Okay, I'm not going to spoil this one. Robin Kaylee, put this at the top of your list.
Yeah.
The Night
Oh,
House.
Absolutely.
It's on the watch list.
Yeah, I'm not going to spoil it.
The entire time you're like, this guy is a freaking. He's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's incredibly well shot.
Yeah.
I love how the director can manipulate the frames to make you think that something is there, and then it might actually be there.
And
Yeah.
it's all practical.
Yes.
But the scene where you see the banister,
Yes.
like that scene, I was like, touche.
Mhm.
Yep.
Too fucking shay. Because, The Night House, I've said for a long time, in my opinion, the best horror movies are dramas that are wrapped up in a scary movie. And this is such a good love story. Like, on top of being just a great horror movie with the anxiety and the dread
There's
and
but
the
there's
mystery.
but there is like this sense of like she's just like sad all the time. Like, why did he do
what he did?
Yeah, what he did, and yeah.
It's fucking great.
And
Like, when
she
you get to that
lost-
twist, I cried at the twist. I was like, that's fucking
I know.
beautiful. That's
And
so
she's-
fucking beautiful.
It's just like she lost this person that she loves, but she feels like she never really knew who he was.
Right. Why did he take it?
Yeah.
If you've seen the trailer, you know that he took his own life.
Right.
you
I
know.
don't think that
That's
part
not a
is
spoiler.
a mystery. No. But,
But when you see, why he did what he did, it's fucking crazy. So
mhm.
love the movie. The Night House is our number 5. What about you? Our Life in Horror?
Our number 5 is The Others.
Yeah, I'll let you talk about this one. I actually haven't seen it, but I know the twist.
You haven't seen it?
No.
Oh my god. Okay.
I let you put it on the list.
It's been a number of years since I've seen this movie, but I think this is another movie that just needs no explanation on why it's on here. The fact that Nicole Kidman and her family are actually the ghosts instead of being the other way around was a twist of the ages, basically, when it came out.
Mhm.
And again, one of the scariest jump scares too, as well. With you think it's the daughter playing with the whatever underneath the bed sheet, and she lifts it up, and it turns out to be the old woman. It's just terrifying. Incredibly well acted, atmospheric horror movie. I can't really go too much in on it. It's also been like a number of years since I've seen it, but I knew it had to be on this list somewhere.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's one of those movies that I feel like even if you've never seen it, you know the twist.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
People talked about it so much that they were just like, this is what happens. This is what it is. So I love the fact that they did that.
Mhm.
That horror couple, what is your number 5?
Our number 5 is Psycho. And I think this could have been number 1 easily because of just...
Yeah.
Dude, when did Psycho come out? Like the 60s? Think about how shocking that was for back then even. Like, like everything about that movie. And I'm not even just talking about Norman Bates. How about when the lady who we thought was the main lady dies in the shower? So, like,
Janet Leigh.
yeah, we think she's the final girl.
Janet Leigh, baby.
They flip that on us, and then like eventually Norman is his mother. And dude, that's hellish. That's shocking
It's
as
really
hell,
creepy.
dude.
Yeah.
That really could have been number 1. I mean, that's awesome.
But
And
it had to make our list.
Psycho
Oh, for
influenced so much. It influenced so much horror. Like so.
Wes Craven directly said the Janet Leigh kill influenced the Drew Barrymore kill and Scream.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
It's
no. Carpenter said that Psycho influenced him. So
It is. It's one of the most influential horror movies of all time. We left it off the list just because like the twist means a lot to both of us.
Yeah.
But we wanted to
be less
put
obvious.
movies. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I think being in the shower, like you're already like vulnerable and naked, and then being attacked.
I like when you're in the shower.
No, you don't, because
I can't take a shower with
You
her.
can't.
Holy shit, Satan.
You're. It's like Antarctica with you. Like so freaking cold. And then I like it very hot. I like my skin to be
I
red.
get in the shower with her and I get out and I look like that guy in RoboCop that gets dumped in the toxic waste. I'm like,
Okay. You're dramatic. Like I turned it up like a little
I walk in
bit.
and I can't breathe because it's so hot in there that the mist. I'm like,
You know what? My skin is clean. Okay.
true that. Obese.
Yes.
What's up, Carbonite? Oh, double feature coming through clutch with the Night House. Orphan. Then they made Glass. Yeah, fucking movie. I was so mad. Yes, please watch the Night House. It's so good. I really like the Night House. Secret Window. Why'd you put on the hat? Oh. I've never seen Fractured.
Oh yeah.
On Netflix. I haven't seen that one.
Oh wait, on Netflix.
Double feature agrees. Add the Night House to your list. Rebecca Hall is so fucking amazing in this film.
She absolutely is.
And Nathan, thank you for the work you're doing as a mod. Thank you.
Yes.
You're working hard. Thank you, my friend.
Thanks, Nathan.
I gotta check out the Night House too if Ken's spitting bars about it.
Yeah.
I love it, dude. I fucking love that movie. Orphan Twist. I would like to see Isabella play as another female symbiote along. Oh, that would be amazing.
I love Alyssa.
With Alyssa Sutherland.
Oh,
yeah. So hot.
She's beautiful.
And she's an amazing actress.
Yes.
Thank you, Dynamite. Hopefully you guys like some of these movies. Bodies had a very good twist.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I thought so.
I don't know why that movie got so much hate. Like,
I'm glad I watched it.
thought
I have no desire to go watch it
I
again.
thought it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I laughed a lot.
Yeah.
It's because everybody hates Pete Davidson now.
I don't know why everyone hates him.
I like him,
Because
but I
he's
didn't like the movie.
Huh?
I like Pete Davidson, but I didn't like the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought the movie was fine.
Yeah.
Like I didn't think everybody we talked to was like, fuck that movie. And I was like, it's not that bad, man. Like, come on. But also I liked Imaginary. So take my word for what it is, I guess.
How could you, Ken?
I know, what a piece of shit. Thank you, buddy. The selections have been great, thank you. Psycho, totally. You're too damn much. Thanks, buddy. Drag Me to Hell had a really good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seriously thought that he was like free and like gonna live a happy life, and then
When she gets,
yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty gnarly. So we are up to number 4, and this might start an argument here in the Sledge House.
Absolutely will.
But let's start off with our life in horror this time.
Number 4. This one here, right?
Yep.
Cabin in the Woods, which I actually only saw for the first time. Was it last year?
I think so, yeah.
And no one spoiled it for me for all these years. So I went into it thinking it was just going to be a regular forest slasher movie, Cabin in the Woods, and it's not. So I really liked it, though. It was really good.
For real? It sounds like a slasher film too, don't it?
It does. It's like all teenagers going in the woods. Yeah, and they're gonna get hacked up, and then.
However, you get this.
Yeah.
I'm still on speakerphone, aren't I?
Oh my God, Mordecai! I can't believe it. It did it again.
Those two are hilarious.
Yes, those two make the movie. Like, you get that scene, but you also get like this one right here.
You should talk, Aquaman.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. Okay, all right. I'm not even sure we have one of these.
Zoology swears we do.
And then Ken's like, you don't matter. He went off.
What do you mean? He's like, nothing. He's just staring at him, heartbroken.
We went into this movie blind too.
Yeah.
Like we went to the theater and we're like, I guess let's watch this.
Yeah, let's just watch this one, I guess.
I don't know what else to watch, and we had no idea and loved it.
I've talked about Barbarian. I've talked about The Night House, Cabin in the Woods. These are all probably in my top 5 of the last 20 years.
Yeah.
That's how highly I think of all these movies. As of right now, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with The Cabin in the Woods. I love it because it's awesome and funny, but I hate it because of all the work YouTube made me do to make our Didn't See That Coming episode happen. With all the copyright issues we had.
That was a doozy. He kept sending me
email after
thing.
email
He was
after
like,
email.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I know how frustrating that
Yeah,
is.
YouTube done that.
I was so pissed
Mhm.
off. I was like, come on. See, like, there's sometimes like we're a copyright, like today. We got hit with copyright for our trailer reaction for Trap. That doesn't bother me. It's a 5-minute video. I hope you guys like the video. We're not getting paid for it. I hope you guys like it. Maybe people will find it. They'll subscribe and they'll find videos they do like. When we do a 45-minute episode that's a deep dive, I get furious when we've spent hours of editing, recording, and then get hit with the copyright. So I get salty, and I do everything I can to make that episode happen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I get pretty salty about that.
Bro, we had a trailer reaction. I think we had Exorcist the beginning, and it was
Believer.
oh no, I'm sorry, Exorcist Believer, and it was actually like it got like a high amount of views. Actually, I was like, oh, this is doing well. How many views did we get up to?
Like 10,000.
We got like 10,000 views, and then YouTube hits us and says, "Sorry, you can't monetize this." So I'm like, "You tell me now?" I'm like,
Ouch.
Right.
Yeah.
like they
that
tell me
sucks.
when they see like, "Oh, he's doing well. Let's knock him off now."
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I get it. So what's your guys'
Damn
number
you,
4,
YouTube.
guys? Robbie and Kaylee.
what's our number 4?
Our number 4 is Friday the 13th from 1980.
That's correct.
I love the twist of Mrs. Voorhees being the killer at the end, because when I first watched that, I did not expect that, and I was very surprised.
And then you go back and you realize, like when Kevin Bacon was getting it on with his girlfriend, like the mother was underneath the bed, like, and she waited for them to finish before she attacked. So
That's a class act.
Yeah.
it's polite.
That's a
It's
class.
polite. And then you realize that the people were having sex with someone below them, and then Ned above them.
Mhm.
So they had company.
That is a rotten meat sandwich right there.
Yeah.
That's a twist, but that's a twist.
So our number 4,
I'm gonna talk about it because you talked about the Night House, so I'll talk about number 4.
our number 4 has the best ending, the most
Our number
realistic
4 does not.
ending.
It's not realistic. Our number 4 is The Mist, and we argue about this ending all the time because Ken thinks that he did his job and he should have
He was
shot
justified.
his son in the
Yes.
face when he should have just waited 2 minutes and let the mist subside, and they could have lived a happy life.
Trust me, he's living a much happier life now that he's not paying for school supplies and new shoes and clothes.
Wow. No, and then you have Carol. What's her?
Melissa McBride.
Melissa McBride, and she just looks at him like, "You didn't want to help me, did you? Look at me.
How's your dumb dead kid now?"
I got my kids with me, like." So yeah,
I love that Mist. I love the ending. Shocking.
The monsters in it are terrifying, like the little spiders and.
Like I said, would you rather your kid get shot in the face or get one of those monsters eating it and tearing him up?
I would have rather him just have waited.
Oh, hey, the monster's here now, so let me try to shoot you and hope it works.
Yeah.
Before this monster throws an acid web on you and melts your skin off.
Either way, like he's gonna die.
A lot less painlessly if you're shot in the face.
He's dying. Like you're not gonna feel it after a while.
You wouldn't notice it as fast if you're shot in the face. Like you wouldn't even realize what's happening. I'd prefer to go that way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go shot in the face.
I've seen what those bugs do to you.
Go completely through the brain, and then like half of him was still alive, and he knows.
Why are you the way that you are?
I don't know, Ken. That's how I was raised.
Bite my shiny metal ass.
No.
Futurama.
So yeah, The Mist has an amazing ending that was justified.
The Mist does not have a justified ending. It is.
All right, I'm sorry. I told you guys I was going to cause some shit. All right, so now we will catch up on the chat real quick before we get into our number 3. Rachel Sennett was the best part of Bodies. Cabin in the Woods is one of my favorites all time now. Mind so blown. The whole movie was so amazing and funny. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Like it's such a good movie. Like it could reasonably explain why every horror movie has ever happened.
Mm-hmm.
She was so close. She had the conch in her hand. He's like, I know, man. I know. Maybe next time.
I just love how
merman,
he sees the merman
it's
at
like,
the end.
come on.
Yeah.
It's just so, like that's the bad guy from Billy Madison. Like that's getting fucked up. Session 9.
Yeah.
Great movie. The Others. Yes. Cabin in the Woods gave me so many fucking Cabin in the Woods, sinister, and funny enough, Valentine.
Yeah, it was from like 2003. Like
those movies gave me the most trouble of any movies I've ever tried to edit. If you guys are ever watching a Sledgehammer horror video, and because we always put movie clips over top, but if you see parts where instead of a movie clip, you see just a picture, that's why. Because we got hit with copyright for that part. So for me saying, fuck you, I'm not taking the clip out, I put a picture up instead of what's happening. So
They should make the rules more clear though, because a lot of times like they just I don't know, and I'm like, why?
I feel like they make up the rules as they go.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Yeah, like I'm like, wait a minute.
We're not allowing it. We'll allow it this time. Not now.
I know.
I have clips. I save every clip I ever do, so I don't have to go re-edit movies. And there's sometimes where the same clip will get hit on certain episodes and not on other episodes. And I'm like, it's the same fucking clip.
Make it make sense.
Yeah, same time, same everything, and it'll get hit on some of my first horror movie episodes and not on other ones. I'm like, the fuck?
They're listening right now. They're like, oh, let me fix that. Let me fix that real quick.
You just made the list, Ken.
They're gonna screw with us more now.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
They do still kind of pay our bills, so they just piss us off.
Yeah.
But I agree.
Through YouTube.
But they do pay my bills, so you guys are all right. But fuck you. Malignant, Split, Babysitter, New Nightmare's a good one. Thanks, Kevin Bacon. I have to look under my bed every night before I go to sleep. Ashley has to look next to her bed to make sure I'm not there.
Yeah.
Oh man, Mother's a fucking weird movie. Weird movie.
It is.
Have you guys seen Mother with
I
Jennifer?
haven't.
It is so weird. Like, it's one of those movies where it ends and I'm like, what happened? Like, what?
What did I just watch?
Is that an international movie?
I don't think so. It's got is it Jennifer Lawrence that's in it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie's wild.
Weird.
Yeah.
Good movie, but weird. Yeah, Frank Darabont. And funny enough, if you guys have the Blu-ray to The Mist, they filmed that movie to be in black and white.
Mm-hmm.
Frank Darabont wanted that movie in black and white, and you can watch the black and white version on the Blu-ray, and it's so much better. Love watching that movie in black and white. Mother was a weird dream. Yes, it is a fucking weird movie. If he really cared about those people, he would have waited. False, Ray.
He didn't care.
False.
He wanted to be a
Gotta
bachelor
run. 6 Sense,
without-
Fallen Mother. Another mother. Hey,
without
what's up, Sean?
responsibilities. That's what he did.
Yeah, that's why you get the sequel, The Moist.
Yeah, there you
Hope
go.
you're still here, Ashley. I think Stephen King said The Mist ending was better. He did. He absolutely did say that.
I think he
because
was like mad about it. Like, damn it.
Yeah, he was mad that it was so
Yeah.
good. Because in Stephen King's in the short story, the book's right down there. You guys can't see it, but it's down there.
Yeah, but
they
he
hunker down at like a bed and breakfast.
Right.
And
He
they just
didn't-
wait it out.
And he didn't chew his on his face.
Yeah, well. Dump Twist Alien Weakness, War of the Worlds. Aliens are allergic by our germs. That could be.
Yeah.
Yes, Amanda. Watched
Hey.
Frailty last weekend and I absolutely loved it.
Yes.
Thanks for recommending it to
Oh,
me.
I'm so happy you liked it.
Yes, we're so glad you liked it.
We haven't talked about that one yet.
Huh, we might.
We may.
Mother was like a fever dream. The Mist in black and white. Yes, I agree. Mika and Kira. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I know what is Mother in references. Really, really, really weird movie. Yes, it's very, very religious undertones throughout that movie. The Orphanage, Sixth Sense, Frailty. Great picks.
Oh,
guys.
Frailty's awesome. Frailty's awesome.
I agree.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that could have been on our list. Damn, I forgot about that one. Wait,
So we're up to number 3. Let's find out what is on your list, though.
Wait a minute. Frailty was a twist where it's the other brother, right? The whole time they're talking about it's the other brother, and that's wild, man. That's wild.
He's like, that doesn't make sense unless the guy you're talking to is Fenton Meeks.
Yeah.
And you're like,
that's
so
nuts,
good.
dude.
Yeah.
Well, plus, like, yeah, okay, we'll talk
Yeah,
about it.
yeah, we'll talk
we'll
about
talk about it in a minute.
So
Frailty's
what's your
good.
guys' number 3?
You want to take this?
Okay, it's been talked about already, but I got to give it props because it got everybody talking. Saw, the original Saw, hell of a twist, dude. Hell of a twist. The whole movie, we think the killer is that guy running around. Come to find out, the guy's laying in the room 2 feet from them the whole time. Dude, crazy. This is before the whole John Kramer character even came into play. So it was just some random dude back then. So just that thought is nuts, dude. So I thought that's a hell of a twist.
Yeah. I know.
Like for the time it came out, like this before, like we were a fan of Jigsaw, even that wasn't.
Yeah, we didn't know Jigsaw at the point.
Like what the hell? It's a good what the hell moment. It is.
Absolutely.
Still to this day.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3. Can I talk about number 3?
You go ahead.
And you can talk about number 2.
Sure.
Number 3 is whenever I get invited onto podcasts to talk about the scariest moment of any horror movie ever, this is the movie I talk about. This is the scene I talk about because this twist scared the shit out of me as a kid. Do it. Do it.
No, you go ahead. It's your.
This ain't no funeral home. It ain't the Terror Dome neither. Welcome to hell, motherfuckers. Tales from the Hood. Holy shit. The ending of this movie rocked me as a kid. I still think it's an amazing anthology. I love the ending when you find out that they're in hell. They had died. You hear how they died.
When you see themselves in the
coffins,
it's like, oh shit, they're not alive.
Yeah. He's like, you gonna take us to the shit? You want the shit?
Did you take it off?
I did. I took it off. Fuck. But I do got this part.
Man, I never understood that, man. Why the fuck you gonna refry some beans, man? Why not just fry that shit right the first time and get up?
I fucking love Tales from the Hood. Like I love the movie so much, and that twist. Like, I will guest on any podcast ever if I get the chance to talk about Tales from the Hood and how important that movie is to me, and how effective the twist was, and
how woke it is.
How woke that movie is. Fucking stupid.
Fucking woke.
So stupid.
Yeah.
Movie came out in 1994, and I guarantee you, if it came out today, that movie would get boy.
Oh, absolutely.
But it's such a fantastic movie. Great fucking twist at the end. Still scares me to this day. When Mr. Sims turns into the devil and you see them burning.
The snake tongue.
God, I love that fucking movie so much. So number 3 for us, Tales from the Hood. What about you, Our Life in Horror?
Number 3 for us is Don't Breathe. We knew it was talked about earlier, but it's such a great twist.
I know. I wish I could see it for the first time again.
Yeah.
Like you said, when you're in that movie, like, it's almost like what me and Robbie were talking about the other day when you had Stone Cold Steve Austin, the bad guy, and Bret Hart, the good guy, in WrestleMania 13. And by the end of the match, they had flipped, and the person you were rooting for became the bad guy, and the person that was the bad guy became the good guy. That's almost what happens in Don't Breathe.
Yeah, but nobody else knows that analogy but you. Like, I don't know that.
No, Ken, I really think every horror movie should have a wrestling analogy from here on out now. I think we should be doing that.
But I mean, do you see what I'm saying, though? Like, you have the face heel turn in the movie.
Rob understands. Nobody else does, okay?
No, you don't understand. Ashley. But Ashley, Brett had him in the sharpshooter, and Stone Cold's face is all bloody, and the crowd was getting behind Austin all of a sudden when Austin walked in as the heel originally.
And that's what happens in this movie. You're rooting for the kids, or you're rooting for the old man at first.
Yeah, because they're in his house. They're trying to take his money.
But then it flips.
And you feel bad because he's listening to like home videos, and they talk about how his daughter ran the lady like ran her over or something, was like, yeah.
But like I said, by the end of the movie it flips and you're rooting for the bad guys.
But Brett had him in that sharpshooter, I'm saying.
And you get the blood.
Yeah.
Like, that's the Don't Breathe moment, man.
Sure.
Maybe. All right, so we'll catch up on the chat real quick.
Amazing. It's amazing.
Sleepaway Camp. Jacob's Ladder, good choice.
That's cool.
Is nobody going to mention Final Destination 5? I haven't heard it yet.
I haven't either. You never know.
You never know. The twist ending in the movie The Others, another good one. Jacob's Ladder. Tales from the Hood. Chills. Tales from the Hood is a good choice. We're doing good, Scott. We hope that you're doing well. Sorry, our daughter's right at the door. What's up, babe?
Yeah.
Don't Breathe freaked me out.
Away.
I think the best WrestleMania is when Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. Yeah, always a great one.
Now they're talking about the chat. Amazing.
I love honestly, I'm going to be completely genuine right now. I think the final boss is the best thing The Rock's ever done.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I love it.
Dude, they thought of that on the fly, too. They went with what the crowd wanted, and they just flipped it.
Okay,
I thought that was
loved it.
He's like, you want heel rock? I'll give you heel rock. And
I'll give you the best heel rock you've ever seen. I still say WWF all the time, don't I? I always say WWF. It's so hard for me to say WWE.
Yeah,
I've heard you being woke now. I have seen 3 movies that are woke. Woke subtext is fine. To me, like, woke is just a stupid fucking word. Yeah. Honestly.
I don't even. Yeah.
Especially in horror. Like, woke in horror, like, it's like an oxymoron. It's like saying meat burgers.
Horror has always been like
It's always had social issues. That's what makes it horror.
Yeah.
Is it makes it so real life. Like, I don't know, man. I'll never forget the scene in Don't Breathe. Oh, that fucking scene.
Yeah. Oh,
Your Next has been talked about. Hellfest is fantastic. I would love to get another Hellfest.
Oh, I like that one too.
That's a great movie.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's a lot of the greatest rivalry for me was Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Rock, Triple H, Undertaker. For me, one of the greatest rivalries of all time would be Matt Hardy and Edge, because that shit was real.
No, because that was real life, bro.
That was real.
Yes.
Crazy.
TMNT03 show has major twist revealed about Shredder. Yeah, please DM me about that, because I would like to know that. It's been a while since I watched it, but Hide and Seek had a crazy twist ending with Robert De Niro and Dakota Fanning.
Yeah.
That had a really good twist ending. But now we're up to number 2. You want to talk about our number 2, babe?
Our number 2 has been mentioned in the chat, but it is Frailty. This movie.
That's awesome.
This movie is so underrated. I think that, I don't know, it just like fell through the cracks or something. Like I never hear anybody talking about this movie, but it's so good. Like the entire time you think that the dad is just crazy and he's putting these boys through this trauma. And then you see what he sees when he touches people, and they're like bad people.
They're demons.
Yeah, they're demons. And like God really did send down the angels to tell him to go after these people, and it's just like, what? And then you find out that Adam was the bad guy, and that Fenton was the bad guy.
Fenton was a demon,
and that the whole time he was pretending to be Adam, he wasn't. And yeah.
So yeah, that's another really, really good one. I love Frailty.
McConaughey plays a good psycho, dude.
Yes, he does, and I love that moment when he's like, "How'd you know?" And he's like, "You thought nobody knew.
Mm-hmm.
God saw you."
Well, I just like how he's talking to the detective, and he keeps asking about his mother, the picture of his mom on there.
And when you go back and you rewatch the movie, there's numerous times, we pointed this out in our Didn't See That Coming episode, which you can watch if you go to our Didn't See That Coming playlist. There's many times throughout the movie, like when he first walks in, the sheriff tries to shake his hand and he doesn't shake his hand. That's when he grabs the picture.
Yeah.
When he goes to put him in the car, he's like, "Oh, I got it." And he never lets the sheriff touch him because he doesn't want him to know that he has that ability yet. Because when he touches them, they know too.
Yeah.
And he's like, "How'd you know that?" God saw that.
Mm-hmm.
So I love Frailty. I love how you can go back and rewatch it. The rewatchability, you pick up on things you didn't see the first time.
We watch this at least once a year, I feel like. Just easily. Because it's so entertaining.
Easily. Love the movie. Rest in peace, Bill Paxton.
Yes. Definitely.
His directorial debut was this movie.
Yeah.
So love it.
Definitely taken too soon.
Yeah. So that's our number 2. What about you, Sam and Brendan?
Our number 2. Oh, this is one of the first horror movies, one of them that I've ever seen. Scared the crap out of me when I was a kid, but now I think it's hilarious, and we watch it every Christmas. Dead End. Okay. I'm still a little confused by the ending though, and I've seen it so many times. I still don't know exactly what happened. But
what about when Lynn Shay masturbates her brain?
Oh my god,
it's
so gross.
Yeah.
Is there a wrestling match comparison for that?
Huh?
Is there a wrestling match analogy for that?
I hope not.
Yeah.
Please, God, no.
That's a great movie though. Like that's another movie that flew under radar. It's hard to understand exactly what happened in that movie. Like did the car crash at the beginning kill everybody? And she's just playing, like there's so many different interpretations of what you can take from that movie. And we stumbled upon that like when Netflix was still delivering DVDs, like when you could order Netflix DVDs and have them sent to you. Like that's what we did. Yeah, that's like when we discovered this movie. Like it was one of those ones like you could do like get 3 and then 3 throw-in ones. Like, and this was one of the ones where we're like, fuck it, horror movie. And we watched it and we were like, damn, this is fucking weird. Like, holy shit, this is crazy.
Yeah.
So good call. Yeah, I like that.
It's a good one.
What about you guys, Rob and Kaylee?
Sam and Brendan mentioned this, I think, but
April Fool's Day is our number 2.
Yeah, I feel like that is definitely a twist because it came out, I think, 1986, and that was like the whole 80s slasher period, and to come out with a slasher film that's totally different. The whole script is a twist, and it's actually a horror film where nobody dies. I mean, that's kind of crazy to say. It's like, dude. So April Fool's Day was such a twist and original for the time period it came out. For sure.
Yeah. I love the ending of that movie. I think it's amazing.
Plus, we got Biff from Back to the Future.
Yes, butthead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the friendship they all have too. Like it feels really real. Like they're always like pranking each other and just like messing around.
Well, some of the pranks are cool. Some of the other ones you're like,
yeah, like how old are you? Yeah, like like the farting.
The farting, the whoopee cushion.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. I'd do it. So before we get to our number one, who remembers the first 3 Pokemon movies that came back? This guy. This guy still plays Pokemon Go, so
I remember Pokemon, the one with Mewtwo, the cartoon where they went to the island. Yeah,
Is that
I really like that one.
No, I cried at the episode Bye Bye Butterfree.
Oh yeah.
Not ashamed to admit it. Cried at that episode. Final
Such a
Destination
softie.
5. I cried everything. The ending had my mouth dropped. Didn't see the ending coming. I think we're talking about Frailty there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
My favorite rivalries. My favorite rivalry with the women. I think I gotta go. I still gotta stick with Queen Sherry and Queen Elizabeth. I still think that's one of my favorite female rivalries of all time.
No, Lita and Trish, dude.
That's a good one. Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart had a real hatred. They've become friends since then.
I love this.
Secret Window with Johnny Depp.
There's a fun
Twilight is horror. I've always said horror is what you make it.
Yeah, I mean it scares you.
It's werewolves and vampires. It's hard to say that's not horror.
It's a love story with werewolves.
Doesn't matter. It's still werewolves and vampires. Look, if I say the Monster Squad is a horror movie, I can't say Twilight is not a horror movie.
I mean, I feel like if
I'm really bored.
Then it is. I don't think you can really put horror in any.
You can't box in horror.
You can't.
I would never be a gatekeeper and be like, that's not a fucking horror movie. I think The Terminator is a slasher. You know,
It is.
I'm the last person to talk to about what is and isn't a horror movie.
It's about a machine that kills people.
Yeah, he goes through the phone book to kill every Sarah Connor. He wears a mask to cover his true identity. It's a fucking slasher, man. Total slasher.
Yeah.
Hereditary. I love Paranormal Activity, the marked ones. Backstage Brawl. I don't know.
Don't look
Mankind Undertaker.
I like the real tension between Matt Riddle and Seth Rollins. I thought that was dope.
Mankind
Liz could be an awesome anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so old. I'm geriatric. Dead Silence. Now who's the dummy?
Yeah. Do you know once upon a time you could go to a store that had all movies and you could rent them, and like you actually like had to read the description on the box.
You had to
I love that.
and you had to rewind the video, otherwise they charged you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that was my mom and dad's video store.
Dude, you got
that was my job in the video store. Was if people were not kind and rewind, I had to rewind the tape.
Dude, you got to frame that. You got to put that up on the wall or something. That's all.
Oh, trust me. When we get our
made it when you had like a separate VHS rewinder. Like
we had a VHS rewinder.
You were high, like you were up here.
We have this VHS.
Oh wow,
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
I want one.
Yeah, got to give a shout out to Dark Moon Pictures. He does those.
He made that for us.
He's amazing. You guys can check out Dark Moon. He does amazing things. He's such a great dude. The Village and Sixth Sense have good twists. Doing Jacob imprints on a child. I also do cry. Mewtwo Strikes Back. That's the one. Blockbuster. Yeah, that killed my family business.
And Family Video.
Yeah. All right. When you guys get to change this YouTube video called Pokemon Apocalypse, where Pokemon battle as Ash's friends are all adults in this one, Pokemon battles. Oh, that'd be sick. I'd love to see like a Pokemon horror movie. I think that would be so sick.
The Pokemon are like they eat you and you have to catch them.
Check out Dark Moon. He
I
does
wrote them down, yeah.
Somebody else in the chat said that VHS cover is amazing. And on the back it says, "Let's talk horror. The story of Ken and Ashley Sledge, how they fell in love and how horror kept them together and created a family. Everything from my first horror movie to Didn't See That Coming to Versus. You can get all your horror information on this VHS right now." And he's just a sweet guy. He's so kind, and I love him to death. So everybody in the chat, you guys check him out. He's so great. And He actually made one of those for Dead Meat that appeared in Scream 5. The Dead Meat one that appeared in Scream 5. He made that.
Wow.
And so, like, we had got a hold of him and had him on My First Horror Movie, and I was like, dude, I would love to have one of those. Let me pay you for one. And he was like, absolutely. Oh, this is definitely rated X, baby.
Wait, we do?
It's a
Not
porno.
anymore.
I was like,
We had kids, so we
was I-
decided to.
I was sleeping.
I know we've done it at least 3 times. That I know for sure.
I remember like one.
Listen, I'll tell you guys like I tell her. It's better to have the best 25 seconds of your life than the worst hour. Okay, so
that's how he got me.
that's what
That was his catchphrase. I was like, oh, I'm in love.
Hey, I got stuff to do. I don't have all day to wait around. You know.
The good thing with me is there's no pain after. You know what I mean? Like you go right on with your day. So
yeah,
it's
like TikTok. It's like a TikTok or a YouTube short.
So let's get to our number 1 here, and let's start off with our life in horror for this one.
Our number 1 is Saw.
I made him put it as number 1.
Yep.
That's awesome.
It's such a jaw-dropping ending, like you said. Like I wish I could see it for the first time again.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's seriously, it could have been our number 1 because it is just one of those iconic endings where at the end you're just like, what? No way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's such a fantastic ending. So I can't.
Game over.
Yeah.
No. Fantastic pick, guys.
Yes.
Rob and Kaylee, what's your number 1?
We picked Sleepaway Camp because of the shocking ending. I think it's one of the most shocking endings I've ever seen in a film.
Dude.
Because I'd never seen it. Rob showed it to me like when we first started dating, so I guess almost a decade ago. But I was just very shocked because I didn't know the twist.
That's how I set the mood. The chick with the dick.
Yeah.
Okay, with the dingle.
When we first started dating, I was like, you got to see this. But,
Right.
No, but like, dude, that movie came out in 1983. That's really edgy for that time period. And like the fact that they went there, I'm like, whoa. To this day, if you show anybody that movie, if they go in blind and see the dick, they're like, what the fuck? Like, dude, it's crazy, man. Like, dude, so I don't know.
Whenever I show people that movie for the first time, I stand behind them so that way after they see the dick, they turn around and I'm like,
Are you bottomless?
Of course.
Oh,
I'm bottomless right now.
Yeah, so am I. You can't tell though, but I'm bottomless right now.
But man, and Sleepaway Camp is just like, to this day, I agree with you. Like, it's so fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you get that moment. Do you know that at first they had a part of the script where it was supposed to be Felissa Rose wearing a dildo?
Yeah,
and her mom was like,
no,
no,
that's
absolutely
not.
not.
Yeah.
So what they did, they made a mold of her face, and a guy wore that mask, and the guy was like,
poor guy. He was probably like,
he was like crying, like he got really bad stage fright, and he didn't want to do it. But it was the 80s, so they were like, you signed a contract. Put the fucking mask on and get your little dick out there. Get out there with your dingle and get ready to do this.
No. But like, am I wrong? That guy could make a killing at conventions right now. Tell me I'm wrong.
Bottomless pictures, baby.
That guy, if he was signing autographs at like a convention, his line would be out the door.
Well, and the thing is, like, he's never made his identity known, ever. He does not want people to know who he is.
Clearly.
Oh, come on. Hey, I've had my wiener shown in a movie. You don't see me crying about
it. Yeah,
it.
but it wasn't your real wiener.
They added a little bit.
Yeah, the Bride Killer Pinata. That's awesome.
I forgot. I didn't know that's what you were talking about for a second. I was like,
remembered as soon as you said it. I was like, I remember that because I was like, kid.
Yeah, that's my dick.
Bro, I thought you were talking about that VHS tape behind you. I didn't know what you were talking about.
All that is 4.5 hours of me doing the winky copter. So
this took a weird.
Yeah, this took a weird. While you're over here winky coptering our dingle.
I'm not gonna lie. If I had a dingle, I would do that.
Every female is like.
Yes, I mean, who wouldn't?
You ever seen a winky copter? Mine looks more like turning on and off a light switch.
Yeah.
So do you want to give our number 1, babe? It has been mentioned in the chat.
Our number 1 is Final Destination 5.
Oh
wow.
Nice.
It was a prequel. Like, I was like, what? like when you think that they're getting away, they're going to Paris, they're going to live this happy ever after life, and then you find out that they are on the plane that crashed in Final Destination. You're
When you see Devin Sawa and the other dude fighting, you're like, no, because you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just like what a great. That's my favorite Final Destination movie.
It's a good one.
I love that movie. I think it's such, the storytelling's great. The kills are fucking phenomenal. Very excited for the upcoming Final Destination 6. Super stoked on that. And I did want to mention real quick, just because this is common knowledge. This isn't any behind the scenes or anything. Melissa Barrera came out today and said she really wants to be in the upcoming Scary movie. Could you imagine what they could do with Melissa Barrera in a new Scary movie?
Yeah,
it writes itself.
For sure.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Supposed to be in this? What happened? You know what I mean? Like they could totally kill it with her in that movie.
Absolutely.
That's a twist in itself, right there. So.
Right. So real quick, we'll catch up on the chat. The original Wicker Man, great ending. Sledgehammer would be a killer porn name. I read on the internet a while ago they're planning to make a movie, Titanic Submersible Disaster. Yes, we talked about this last week. What do you guys think? Would you want to see them do a horror movie on the disaster that just happened with the submarine?
Oh, with the submarine.
I would watch it.
Yeah,
I love the movie, like the actual movie Titanic, and it always fascinated me. So I mean, it's a terrible tragedy, but if they did, I would love to watch like a documentary about it, or something.
I think it's fun, but I know people are gonna bitch about it.
Yeah,
so.
probably like the family.
My thing is like
that. It might be too soon.
There's gonna be some backlash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lost loved ones in there. I don't know. Like it could be like submarine stuff, like underwater. It makes me very like claustrophobic. So
me too.
Definitely like go on your fear with that.
Well, you guys has any of you guys seen the horror Titanic movie?
No.
The horror Titanic?
Yes, it's like the Titanic 2. And like
I've heard about
Titanic on the Titanic 2 on the same voyage, and they hit the same iceberg, and the captain's like, I guess history does repeat itself. Like it's so fucking ridiculous. Like it's so bad that it's bad. It's not even so bad it's good. The Scream movies were always number one. Hellfest, great movie. Would you guys call the Titanic horror? There was suspense. I mean, I guess you could call it horror adjacent. There's definitely horror elements to a sinking ship. I would definitely, I'd call it more of like a romantic drama.
Yeah.
But again, I would never gatekeep anybody. Do you guys think that there's ever been real crimes? I hope not. I hate when people let art, like duplicate.
Yeah.
Didn't that just happen?
No, because then they start blaming the movies, and that's lame. So
right. I don't know. I love horror, but like real life stuff like that.
I don't like true crime shit.
No.
It's too much.
Oh,
for me.
I mean, I do. I actually do like true crime stuff, but
so do I.
I just don't.
Anybody that likes it, good for you.
Yeah.
I would never slam it. Like that's your guys' choice. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, but watch.
You don't like Forensic Files?
I like Forensic Files.
Forensic Files, nice.
Forensic Files, like
I like Forensic Files.
Yeah.
You can watch like the newer ones,
But,
but
like,
it's not the same without
the new guy's voice.
Yeah, it's not the
But
same.
for me, it's like I don't know. Like that's more like
it's like so real. It's
that
like,
to me though is more like Forensic Files. I don't know. Like they solve the mystery most of the time, so I'm
Not
happy with that.
always.
Oh, yeah, how about this? How about this? Robert Stack, Unsolved Mysteries. Tell me that's not scary and they're true stories.
One of the scariest memories I have in my life was always hearing the beginning of that Unsolved Mysteries. The dun, 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 dun. As a kid, that used to scare me. Like the beginning used to scare me.
He's Dr. Loomis, basically, dude, in his trench coat. He's like,
he is, man. Movie was stupendous. I always thought the sister. That is a good twist in Friday the 13th 09 when she dies.
Yeah.
There's a Tubi original called Titanic 666. That might be it.
I gotta watch it.
Scream. Yes. Thank you, Amanda. We love it. Number one is The Mist. Dig it.
I like how some of the chat lists are similar to ours. I like that.
I love it. I love how in sync we all are.
Because I thought some of my list was out there, and I'm like,
Final Destination. That's awesome. Do you guys think they will bring back the original Ghostface Killer from the first Scary Movie? I think Doofy will be back.
I think Doofy and who's Anna Faris are in talks to be back. So
I feel like she has to.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know Dave Sheridan personally, and I don't have any inside information, but I think Doofy's going to be back. Just a thought I have. I don't know for sure.
That guy's always here in Vegas. Like
He does a lot of signings here. He's always very nice.
Every
yeah.
weekend we like run into him somewhere. It's weird.
He's a sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
oh yeah, he's great.
He's always with Felissa too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got a
so
physical
cool.
copy of Final Destination in the palm of my hands the same year I was born. God,
That's
I'm
awesome.
old. Yep, the Titanic 666. There's a real life story of Jeepers Creepers. Yeah, the fucking director.
Yeah, for sure.
One day, I mean, I would love to go to this. Would you guys, do you guys do any on location things?
We did Spirit Halloween and we did a few stores and we did, what else did we do?
We've never done like movies or anything like that. Like where
No.
movies are filmed and stuff.
But we're like, this is what Spirit Halloween this year, guys. And
Yeah, we went to like
Right.
Spirit.
Because like, I would love to do some on location, like on. I think with this summer we're gonna do some on film locations, like in Detroit.
There's a couple of them in Detroit. Like,
I think we're gonna go to.
Should.
I think we're gonna go to like, the Don't Breathe place. We're gonna go to
cool.
we went to
the downtown area from Barbarian.
When we went out
follows.
to Cali, we went and seen the house.
The house.
We went and see Michael Myers' house and
I wish
the
we would've done it on
babysitter.
location.
We should have,
I wish
but
we
we
would've.
didn't think we were just so like in awe and like just.
We
happy.
just wanted to like. We didn't do anything Sledgehammer horror
No,
when we
it
were out
was
there.
a family vacation.
Yeah.
Like it was about.
We
more-
should have,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's like, you know what? We wanted that to be just memories of us and our kids.
Yeah.
So we really didn't want to pollute that with Sledgehammer horror. We wanted our kids to have a great time too. On a serial killer case that supposedly Kevin Williams. I've heard that, which is funny when you think about that. Scream originally was called Scary Movie, and the studio was like, "Nah, we're not doing that. Change the name." So like, and then that's just genius to me. Animated movie. I have not. Never seen any Titanic animated movies. Would you be interested in going to the Free Willy movie locations? Oh yeah, I would love to go on that place and hold my hand up like I was, like Willy was jumping over me. I would love to do that shit. I'm going to the Stew House next year, and I'm also going to Salem.
Oh, nice.
Salem's amazing.
I want to go there.
Love Salem.
Have you been to Salem before, Amanda? Quick question before we end the stream. I got just some advice for you.
Yeah, if you're going,
Would you go to the
during October?
Yeah.
Just know that it
Always
is
at the cons here and always
crazy
in
packed.
Dave Sheridan is it's so funny. Like we did the My First Horror Movie episode, and after we were done, he was like, "Hey, here's my phone number. Call me anytime." And I was like, "Yes, sir, Officer Doofy. I will call you anytime." I felt like Wayne's World. We're not worthy. Like,
No, that's what I
felt.
mean. We see him hanging out. He's so down to earth. Like
He is.
we see
Just
him
a
all the
normal
time
dude.
around here.
Yeah.
So
He just wants to talk and hang out.
that's what I mean. Like, we see him like often. So
Yeah.
he's really
That's
cool.
That's great.
Yeah.
He's so cool. The advice I'm going to give you, Amanda, and anybody else going to Salem, if you're going in September or October, stay out of town. Do not get a place in town.
That's bad advice. Hold on.
No, it's good
Why
advice.
are you giving bad advice?
No, that's good advice. When you go to town the next day, when you go to Salem, get there early as fuck.
Okay.
Because you are not going to find a place to park.
Now let's listen to the real advice.
It's like in WrestleMania 13.
Stay in Salem because then you don't have to try to drive and find parking.
You're going to spend so much more money staying in Salem.
No, not if you. There's hotels in there, and then you can just walk to your locations. It's gonna
Stay
save you.
outside of town.
It's gonna save you a heartache. Don't listen
Maybe
again.
the man is rich.
Don't
We don't
listen
know.
again. He literally doesn't. I am the one that books everything. Okay. He
Wait, Ashley and I don't fight a lot. Our trip to Salem was not fun.
No,
for the first couple hours.
it wasn't. Yeah, because we drove around the
We
same.
drove around the same like
damn-
3-mile square trying to
and
find a place to
we could
park.
not find anywhere to park. And then I was like, we already went down here. And he was like, I know, Ashley. And I was like, okay, I'm not even gonna say anything. Like,
Oh, there's a first time for everything, isn't there?
Yeah.
No, like seriously, the same square 3-mile radius. We drove around for like 2.5 hours.
Finally, we drove it like, I don't know. We walked a lot that day.
It was awesome. Like when you get to say, that's where we met Mika and Kira.
We did meet Mika.
We got to hang out with Mika and
That was
Kira.
the next year we went. We had learned a few things.
Yeah.
So,
But getting to hang out with some amazing people that we consider really good friends.
Yeah. That was a highlight of our trip.
Just like hopefully this summer we'll also be getting a live video with us and Our Life in Horror together.
Yeah.
We're hoping to have a meetup and do a little thing together.
That'd be cool.
If we could ever get that horror couple to fly out here and stay a couple days with us, we would love that too. So
it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I hope so. So
yeah, I want to go to Salem this year.
I want to go so bad.
It's when you go
It's like I like
everybody
long to go back.
Like especially if you go in like September, October.
It's so fun.
It's like you're at a convention. Like people are cosplaying everywhere. The shops are all open. It's so amazing. It really is. It's so much fun. I can't recommend it enough. But
yeah, I heard good things. Woods went down, and my friends have been there during October. They say the same stuff. So
yeah,
it's great.
And
great.
Most people know my my sick obsession with Hocus Pocus. So like we got to go see all the Hocus Pocus spots. That was like the highlight.
Another thing, Amanda, be respectful. You're a Sledgehammer horror person,
I don't think you have to.
So we don't have to tell you, but. There were people out there being dicks.
So Danny
and Max's house
is actually owned by this older couple, and people like were not respectful at all, but like go up on their porch, like we're leaving trash in their yard.
People were literally going up on their porch to get pictures, and we're like, "What the fuck? People live here, man. Like, what are you doing? Like, get back." I was getting pissed. Like, Dad Ken was coming out, like, "Get the fuck off that people's porch." You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like that's
off my
like
property.
An elderly couple, man. And like, I guess they get scared because people will come like pound on their door at night and shit.
It's ridiculous.
Like, what the fuck, man?
So we stood in the street. We got this,
the picture in the background.
We're just fine.
Yeah,
like
don't be a douche.
There's no, it's like that's someone's home.
Yeah, and they're an elderly couple, man. I believe you. I had to throw that out there because we had some people that sucked when we were there. The Lady in White, if you guys haven't seen the 80s movie, The Lady in White, that movie scared the shit out of me as a kid too. I think that movie gave me...
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
Oh, it's terrifying. Free on YouTube. That's awesome though, right? But like this little girl dies and this little boy has to like try to figure out who... It's crazy movie. Great movie. But I do want to remind everybody one last time, we have all of that horror couple and Our Life in Horror. We have all their links down in the description. So make sure you're subscribing to the podcast, to the YouTube channel. Make sure you're following them on social media so you can become a part of their families as well. Everybody that was here tonight, thank you so much for coming out. We really appreciate you guys. It means the world to have you guys out here every week. We love to hang out with you guys. We love to learn about your guys' list too. Panel, please don't go anywhere. We got a couple more questions for you. Everybody else, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. It helps to build our channel more than you know. And follow Sledgehammer Horror on social media. Ours are down in the description as well. But until next time, keep talking horror.
Stay who you are.
And we'll see you guys soon.
Bye.